Okay, I'm going to attempt to show you how to do this with the world's worst camera. It's on my laptop, so we'll see if we can even get a good angle on this. Okay, to crochet, oh heavens to Betsy, how do I do this? Okay, you want to hold your tension in your yarn in your left hand. Most people will take and wrap around their pinky and then up and over your index finger and then hold it here in your thumb, between your thumb and your forefinger. This is horrible. Okay, so then you'll be working this yarn here that's held in tension between your pointer and then your thumb and your middle finger. So you start out making a slip knot just like you do in knitting. Do that however you do. There we go. Okay, now your pattern for this doll's wig says to chain 4. Now most people count your slip knot as your first chain. I've always found that to be a little bit more difficult to crochet into when you're going to make a round. So I just ignore that. It may not be as flat as some work, but for a beginner it's going to be a lot easier. So now you're going to chain 4 off of this. To chain, you find hold your tension, just like I showed you earlier. You may need to look up some supplemental videos for this one that'll show you each technique more in detail. But this is going to be for your specific pattern. So I'm going to go ahead and chain 4 off of this slip knot. And the way you chain is you wrap clockwise underneath that tensioned yarn and just hook it and pull it through. So I'm going to do that 3 more times. Okay, so now you have the 4 chains that your pattern is asking you for. And they want you to join that in the round because you're going to be making a circle for this doll's head. So what you do is you basically go back to that first chain that I was telling you about. I don't know if I can show you this. And you're going to notice on these chains that you're crocheting, it's going to look like a braid on the top. And then on the back, you have these bumps. Now, when I go into the round, I go to the back of the first bump. It's going to be down here by your slip knot tail is what you're looking for. And there are videos on that to show you better how to join in the round. And just hook your tensioned yarn again and pull through both that bump on the back of that first braid. Oh, let's see if I can do it. My tension's a little tight. And the loop that was already on your hook. So now you're going to have a circle. I don't know if you can see that. You may have to pull it apart to find the middle. See if I can stick my little finger through that. You can see it kind of coming through the middle of that circle. So what you have here is a circle that you are now at the beginning of, and it consists of 4 chains. So I'm going to tension my yarn here. And now what the pattern is telling you to do is to go into half double crochet into each of those 4 chains. Now when you are crocheting into a chain, you're going to go through the V on top. It looks just like a knit stitch. You'll be going underneath that V, so you'll have 2 threads. Sorry, I haven't crocheted in a while, so it's taking me a minute. Okay, you're going to have 2 threads sitting on top of that crochet needle. Hook, I'm sure you cannot see that because I have a terrible camera. But there are, and it's the bump of the braid that is on back. So that's where you're going to be crocheting. So I want you to half double crochet. So you go into that stitch, into that chain, hook clockwise, pull through. Now you are going to have 2 loops sitting on top of this crochet hook if you did that right. And to complete your half double crochet, you're going to pull that tension yarn through both of them at the same time. So I now have a half double crochet in my first stitch. And now I'm going to go into the second stitch in the round. Underneath those that V that looks just like a knit stitch, but on top of the bump. Now this is going to be well, it may not be your hardest part. It's always my hardest part is getting into those stitches. Clockwise, pull through. leaving 2 loops on your chain, yarn over, pull through both, go to your 3rd chain or V, insert your hook, get that V sitting up on the hook, yarn over, pull through once, leaving 2 sitting up on your crochet hook, yarn over and pull through both. And now you're going to be on to your final chain here. Go under the V, yarn over. I'm not sure if any of this is even showing up, but maybe yarn over and pull through, leaving 2 sitting up on your crochet hook, yarn over and pull through. You see how this is growing. This is going to end up being the center of the cap that you're going to put on the baby's head, and then you're going to end up sewing in long threads into that. Now all that the pattern is telling you to do is to continue that, but this time we're going to do some increases. I want you to do 2 double crochets in each V. So the way you do that is go into the first V, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through both. Go back into the same exact spot, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through both. Okay, go into your 2nd stitch. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through both. Go into the same exact spot. I'm positive that you're not seeing this, but I'm trying here. Pull through, yarn over, pull through both. Now when you get finished with this round, you are then going to have 8 of these stitches or chains or whatever you want to call it in the round, and then you're going to double those and have 16. So this circle is going to grow larger, and then at some point it's going to want you to just continue with the same number, and that's going to cause it to cup, and it's going to cause a little cup. You're going to sit on the baby's head. It'll fit like a cap, and then you can sew the hair into that.